Janie Flores Live and Buena Vida Media congratulate the Hispanic Women of Distinction Honorees 2022. Join us for a special series featuring 4 of the honorees. We welcome Naelys Luna, Ph.D., MSW, founding dean and professor for the College of Social Work and Criminal Justice at Florida Atlantic University. Naelys states that Hispanic women's traditions and history carry unparalleled resiliency and the unwavering conviction that we are change agents, capable of bringing transformation, reparation, restoration, hope, and justice to our communities and the world.
Hello.
Hi, how are you, Naelys?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm well. Thank you so much. It's so good to have you here.
Well, thank you for having me here. What an honor to be able to have this conversation with you today. And thank you so much for highlighting the honorees this year.
Absolutely. I was blessed to have been an honoree in 2020, and the experience was unlike any other, and such a great organization. And most of all, the women are amazing, incredible, and my congratulations to Elaine Vasquez for once again having a sold out Hispanic Women of Distinction luncheon coming up in August, on August 26th at the Signature Grand. Naelys, again, congratulations on being one of the 2022 honorees for the Hispanic Women of Distinction Awards. And how do you feel?
I'm feeling very honored to be recognized among the Hispanic Women of Distinction in South Florida, together with colleagues who really take pride in the work that they do to make our communities a better place. So it's really a pleasure to be here. And I'm excited. I'm delighted. And I look forward to meeting the honorees and to continue working to represent our communities.
A little bit about yourself. I know that you're the founding dean and professor of the College of Social Work and Criminal Justice at Florida Atlantic University. Naelys, how did that come about?
So I early on in my career, when I was a college student, I knew that I had this goal to serve others, to really understand why people act the way they do, to really understand behavior, but having this call, this inclination, if you will, to wanting to make a difference, to wanting to be part of solutions. So I became a social worker. I have a master's degree and a Ph.D. in social work, and wanted to be a professor, wanted to really shape the next generations, if you will, of mental health professionals in our country. It started as an assistant professor at Florida Atlantic University, where I am currently the dean, that hosts 2 amazing schools. So in our college, we have the School of Social Work, the Sandler School of Social Work, and we also have the School of Criminology and Criminal Justice. And so we are the college that have a vision to honor the dignity and worth of every person across the human race. That's who we are as a college. The 2 professions see our mission as being a change maker. And it's very much aligned with who I am too, Janie, as a professional and as a Latina woman. You know, I believe we have the capacity, the ability to make change, to be innovators, and to serve the public good. And working across profession and deeply within the communities to bring changes. And so in our college, we inspire and we prepare the next generation of criminal justice and social work leaders and scholars and practitioners and policymakers to enact positive change. That's what I do. I have the privilege to do that in my daily life. We have faculty who conduct research in the community, deeply ingrained in the community, that look at best practices to help individuals and families and groups and organizations. And in doing so, we work with our students, with community partners. We develop ethically and competent professionals who analyze and evaluate policies and practice and bring technology into our life, into our practices. We provide direct services as well to marginalized populations. I have to say that one of the things that attracted me to FAU is the diversity, the racial and ethnic diversity of our students. We are actually the most diverse public university in the state of Florida. So we are also a Hispanic serving institution. So I take a lot of pride in saying that I'm a dean, I'm a Latina dean at FAU, because we serve a large number of first generation students, of Black and Brown and Hispanic students. And I have to say that is the highlight many times of my day. So it is an honor to receive this recognition and to be in a career that allowed me to make those changes.
That is truly, truly inspiring, Naelys. And I think that you are definitely in an area that really is a hot button issue right now, which is social work and criminal justice. And as we've seen in this country over the past number of years, how the situation with both the police and the community there's more division instead of working together. So I imagine that you have a lot of input in how that those policies, as you were saying, are being made, are being arrived at, and even in the training for not only social work, but also police, legal police officers.
Right, and that is correct. So in having a college that has both social work, and so that is the aspect of mental health, of behavioral health care, if you will, and then the School of Criminology and Criminal Justice that bring into the forefront exactly what you're talking about. Policing is part of that. Policing and community relations is a big part of that. It is also larger. It involves the entire criminal justice system and the ideas and policies and practice regarding transformation and reparation and restoration and rehabilitation and reintegration to society. And those conversations and those practices are really critically important right now, Janie. As you said, I think in the past 2 or 3 years, that have come to our attention in different ways. I think our society are at a point where decisions and policies reflect the values that we all hold very dear and near to us. And so having the ability to train the future generations of criminal justice practitioners and professionals and mental health professionals and bringing those together, because the idea of working together to resolve these issues that we're talking about right now, the idea that together we're better together, we're stronger together, I think is something that it helps to recognize, right? You mentioned that sometimes it feels that we're more divided. Yes, but the conversations then have to shift to what do we gain by coming together? How do we solve problems together? And I think there is a tremendous power in recognizing that.
Absolutely. And, I want to read the quote that you shared with Hispanic Women of Distinction that speaks to what we've been talking about right now. You said Hispanic women's traditions and history carry unparalleled resiliency and the unwavering conviction that we are change agents capable of bringing transformation, reparation, restoration, hope, and justice to our communities and the world. Those are beautiful words, and those are inspiring words, and those are words that we need to very carefully study and apply them to the things that we are doing in our everyday lives, no matter where you're working, where you're living, which community you live in.
Right, that's absolutely right, JD. And I think those words also carry the history of Hispanic women, of immigration, of living in your native country. And that could be us, it could be the generation of our parents, the generation of our grandparents, but living our native land, our native country with unlimited amount of hopes and dreams that we come here to make things better for us, for our children, for our grandchildren. And I think that ambition.
For this country. Not only
Exactly.
do we make it better for our families, but we have made it better for this country. The contributions that we as Hispanics, as immigrants have made to this country are invaluable. And we make this country better and stronger because of that.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. And then, it's interesting when many times folks use the word minority. Well, I don't think we are minority anymore. I think we are going to become the majority very soon. So when we're talking about our families and our communities, we're talking about this country.
That's right.
Right. So once again, let's not separate us from this country. No, when we say our families, our parents, our kids, we're talking about this country.
That's
we live
right.
here, so we make the difference here, and then in the world also that is observing
Right.
what we do and how we do things. So we are inspired by our Hispanic women, but we also inspire other people at the same time. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more with your statement.
Absolutely. Well, Naelys, it really has been such a treat to have this conversation with you. I can see why you were selected as one of the Hispanic Women of Distinction honorees. Again, congratulations. The event is on August 26th at the Signature Grand in Davie, Florida. If you can make it, please do. There's over 1,000 women who and others who show up and really just celebrate the accomplishments of these 12 women, in addition to the Latina Pioneer and the Up and Comer. And before we leave, Naelys, how can we follow you? Are you on social media? Is FAU on social media? Share your social media hashtags with us.
Social media, FAU is in social media. Our college is FAU College of Social Work and Criminal Justice. We are in Facebook, we are in Twitter, we are in Instagram. You can find us anywhere pretty much. So please do follow us and join us to celebrate our hard work.
Yes.
And our commitment, and join us in that celebration to continue doing what we do with a lot of love and a lot of conviction, a lot of devotion. So I welcome you and everyone who's willing and excited to follow the path of very successful and lovely Hispanic woman who will be celebrated in the August event.
Thank you so much, Naelys. It's truly been a pleasure, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you so much, Janie, for this opportunity. Looking forward to that. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.